devoid of any ideas what to do. Go on. Follow me. I'll make a desk and office tour. Why didn't I think of this before? Genius idea.
During the meanwhilest... No.
Well, hello, it's Dexter and me. And yes, we are resorting to what every other person on YouTube does when they've run out of ideas. It's either the what's in my camera bag video, and I've already done one of those this year. So this is the office and desk tour. Oh yeah, I figured I quite like these. I quite like looking at other people's offices and desk setups. So I figured that, you know, maybe you would like to see behind the scenes of, you know, this, where this is all, you know, filmed. I say behind the scenes, it's not very grand and it's not really an office. All this is the third bedroom in our very modest semi-detached bungalow on the outskirts of Swansea. It's not a, you know, it's not a custom or purpose-built studio or room, although I did a few years ago toy with the idea. This was when I was still working and I therefore had you know, not an abundance of cash but enough money, of building a garden office, and but never got around to it, and hey ho, things happened and we never did it. So all I've done is turn this, as I say, this third bedroom, which is, I think it's something like 7 feet by 11, something like that. So it's around about 75-80 square feet. I've turned this into my office space. So what I will do now is I will take this what's it called, camera, that's it, off the tripod and away from me, and I will point you around to yeah, show you what's what. Right then, let's have a little look. What am I doing here now? Hang on a minute. I don't want to change that. What am I doing? There we go. Right. Let's take this off here. Dearie me. Right then. There we go. Right then. Let's swing you around. So, oh gosh, sorry about all this. Yeah, let me just close this door a little bit. There we go. Right then. This is my office. Right then, I'm going to put the ISO onto automatic. A minute. How do I do that? Auto ISO. There we are. Right then. Auto ISO. As you come in through the door, I've got this little sign which I put outside for comedic purposes. But then Lisa also bought me this, which is far more custom. So I've got a couple of bags hanging behind you, my man bag type things. Just behind the door then, I've got a large cobweb. I haven't dusted in here for a long time, so excuse the mess. These are my my professional qualification certificates. Above here then, I got a picture of Bethan when she was about 18 months. This is on our first holiday to Ibiza. Yeah, and there's handprints of hers and a couple of other of my pictures and a lovely, like, old journos camera that Lisa bought me for an anniversary present a number of years ago. Right then, let's have a look. I've got a collection of DVDs and so not DVDs, they're Blu-rays, I think, yeah, and CDs. This isn't all my CD and Blu-ray and DVD collection. There's loads more up the loft. But yeah, I probably need to. I don't listen to CDs anymore, so or even watch. You know, does anybody listen to CDs or watch Blu-rays anymore? I could probably. I'd never sell them. I'd never part with them because this is my collection, and I wouldn't part with it. And up on top there, I've got a couple of my Buzz Lightyears. I love a Buzz Lightyear. And then I got a poster that my daughter made for me, which I'm really, really proud of. And I got my tripod collection. Let me zoom back out again. A man can never have too many tripods. If anybody ever asks you, the correct number of tripods you should have is N, where N is the number of tripods you've already got, plus 1. There we are, you can never have enough. Then I've got like a metal notice board, a magnetic one that I put some pictures that I printed onto, and there is my printing station. So I got my printer is the Canon Pro 10S, a lovely 10 ink printer. It's blinking away because I'm out of ink on 2 of the cartridges, and I'm waiting on a delivery of new ones. And then I got a set of IKEA drawers, and then in that are all my papers and printing paraphernalia, and I've got some more sort of fine art papers then, Photospeed ones there ready to go, and a guillotine to cut them all with. Okay, the other side of the door, I've got a couple of bookcases full of books, but I also keep my camera bags stored here. So I got 3 camera bags, and then I got some more kind of like, you know, camera paraphernalia and whatnot, and some amateur photographer magazines. I subscribe to Amateur Photographer for my sins. I get it every week, and the other magazine I subscribe to and read regularly, or look at the pictures regularly, is National Geographic. Right then, swinging on a bit further, I've got my display wall with all me or some of my printed works on, and then another Buzz Lightyear, and I got a lovely globe and a light up moon which lights up at night. Then there's another tripod. There we are, N plus 1. This is my queen shrine. That's Dexter barking in the background. So these are all the things I've either bought or had bought for me, or Bethan's made for me. Yeah, okay, Dex. These are all my, as I say, Queen things. And here is my Corporal Jones. What is he going to do? Is he going to say anything?
Don't panic!
This is my favourite. I am a huge Dad's Army fan. Just show you, got a couple of kind of like books and things. There we go. Yeah, I love Dad's Army. I've got all the sort of the DVDs of all the programs. Didn't like the remake that much, but hey, you know, that's remakes for you. Okay, on the left hand side of the room as you come in is my cameras. So all my current like working cameras are on the top shelf. Cameras and lenses. So I've got my GFX 100, my D700, the X-T4 that I'm filming on now sits there, and then the XE1, and all my Fuji and Nikon lenses. And then down below are all my vintage, kind of like broken cameras, I guess. Most of them. Some of them work. The Nikon F801S, that works. The Olympus works, and the Canon AV1 works, and the Fujica works. There we are. That Nikon D800, that's the one that fell in the sea. That definitely doesn't work anymore. All right, down onto the desk. And I've got like a little L like return here with my lamp, a few odds and ends, odds and sods, some pens, and I keep a journal. I do like to write. I try and write every day in my journal. And I've got, this is about the 5th or 6th one I've been writing in. So I write in that, try and write in that religiously, at least every other day then if I can't do it every day. And I got a set of these, like, is it Alex drawers? These are the ones that all YouTubers use. So I got more of my, I got two pencil cases full of fountain pens and the usual sort of office detritus in there. The desk itself is just this one of these Linmon tabletops, is it? And I found this old bit of MFI. You remember them before they went bust? This old bit of MFI timber up my loft. Don't even know what it was for. So I kind of cut it down and made it into like a desk hutch to give me a shelf and some extra space. Underneath here, I've got. If you want to see what my computing equipment is, I'll link to that video up above now, because that's really exciting. That's really, really exciting. Oh, there we go. There's a couple of SSDs. There's a hub, which everything plugs into. A few hard drives and a M1 Mac Mini. Now, if you don't want to watch the computing video, I'm all Apple silicon, so it's an M1 Mac Mini, and my main workhorse, this Mac Mini, I should say, is like a kind of pseudo server, so everything is plugged into that, and it's all set up so that all the computers in the house can access it. But my main workhorse computer is an M1 Pro MacBook Pro. But I will, as I said, I'll put a link up to my my computing video for you to have a look at that if you're interested. If you're not, then you're not. On top of the hutch, as well as the M1, I got a couple of speakers. These were really cheap, Amazon jobbies. They were 50 quid, and they sound really, really good. Surprisingly good for the money. I've got my GoPro there. It's not it doesn't normally live there. It's just there for I don't know why. A phone charger. Also in with my pens and pencils, I got some drumsticks so I can practice my stick twirling while I'm sitting at my desk. My monitor is a ViewSonic 27-inch 4K Jobby, and it's held up by I think it's an Amazon Basics monitor arm, and I built a Lego castle to go around it. There we are. Got a card reader, another hard drive, my Wacom tablet. That's my daughter's Epson sublimation printer. That won't be here for much longer when she gets around to tidying some space in her room. If she ever does, then that will then go in there. And then down below then I got one of these Alex cupboards. Inside that is, let's have a look, what's inside there? Oh yeah, it's all my batteries, battery charging stuff. There's like a mains adapter plug for charging things. And then under the desk is Dexter's little bed. He likes to sit in here sometimes while I'm working. And everything then is like plugged into, I think it's a 12 gang socket. At night the desk is all like lit up with LED lights. That's what lights things up, in it, lights. So yeah, it's lit up with LED lights. And I've also got this monitor light that sits on top of my monitor, and that's great for writing when it's quite dark. There we are. Let me pop you back on onto the tripod a second. Oh gosh, there we go. Right then. Are we on? There we are. Ooh, a spider in my room as well. Yeah, so that is the place where all the During the Meanwhilest magic happens. It's where I record all my, or most of my at-home videos. It's where I edit them. It's where I edit my photographs. So this is, yeah, it is, GHQ for During the Meanwhilest. All run from an 80 square foot tiny little room. Have I missed anything out? I don't think so. Like I say, I really enjoy these or other people's office tours when I see them on YouTube, and I'm always looking for new ideas. So I doubt very much that. Oh, one thing, this thing here, I'm really proud of myself with this. I lost a memory stick, but rather than buying a new one, I thought I'd get an NVMe, is it, SSD, and an enclosure. And this is like USB-A on one side and USB-C on the other. And I've got that there so it doesn't like flop about when it's plugged into whatever it's plugged into. Yeah, so I made this at the fraction of a cost. So, I got like a 500 gigabyte SSD, portable flash, whatever. And I tend to use this for moving stuff between my Mac Mini and my MacBook Pro. That's the main kind of like function behind this. Yeah, so I'm really I'm quite proud of that, and I would recommend anybody, you know, don't buy an SSD, you know, like when a ready-made one. Go and you know, build your own, much cheaper. Right, that is it for this week's oh so wonderful Tech Tuesday. And Dexter and I thank you for all the views, all the comments, all the likes, all the thumbs ups, all the thumbs downs even, and all the subscriptions and all the nice comments that we get. And yeah, so we really do appreciate all of those. Stay safe, stay well, look after yourselves, your loved ones and your pets, and you know, if you are lucky enough to have a little office space, look after that as well. I'm gonna dust mine once I've turned the camera off. Well, maybe, perhaps I will. I probably won't. Shall I? No, I won't. All right then. And as usual, just be nice, okay? Be nice to each other, and you know, the world will be a much nicer place. And we will all get through this, okay? Whatever crisis is facing us, you know, we'll all stick together, be nice to each other, and we'll get through it. All right? Okay. See you all on Saturday. Bye.